Lines flatten. We can use value. Okay, so we have line, that's an element of art. We got value, that's an element of art. And we can use value and blending to give this an illusion of form. Okay, in shading this face, we're going to shade at the same, in the same sequence that we drew the face. Okay, so here's my tracing paper, and I put it on a white piece of paper. If you're in the classroom and you put this tracing paper on the desk, like it's harder to see. We should have some extra pieces of paper so you can work with that. Okay, let's work on shading the nose. First thing I'm going to do, okay, I'm looking at Amy, and I'm looking at her nose, and I'm going to put in the darkest area of the nose, which is the nostrils. Okay, so I'm going to just shade a little bit of a corner here, a little bit of a corner here. I see a shadow that's right here. And with I've got a 2B pencil. You could use whatever pencil you have. If you've got one of the softer pencils from the art room, those are pretty easy to blend. Okay, so I've shaded in this side here, and she's got a rounded area of the nose, just like you do. And I'm going to use parallel lines just to round this out. And the light is hitting Amy from the right. So I'm going to shade mostly on the left, and then with an eraser, I'm going to take out some of these lines because I don't really see them in the photocopy. Okay, if you have a stump, and I have like some more in the art room, you can use the stump to blend. That's like awfully fun. Okay, so I got the nose. Maybe I'll shade a little bit here. Okay, hopefully it has a sense of projecting out towards you. And you can tweak that, please, if there's some time left remaining in the class after we've finished the other parts. Right, next, let's go to the eyes. And probably the most satisfactory part of this is coloring in the pupil and leaving that hot spot. Okay, so if I bring this up close, you see the hot spot in the pupil? Amy's got a few eyelashes here, but we're also going to do a little bit of shading on the whites of the eyes. They're going to be mostly white, but there's also a little shadow from the eyelid. All right, she's got light colored eyes, and like people's irises tend to be dark on the outside and a little bit lighter on the inside. We can do that, and I tend to shade this with radial lines. Okay, if you can see that. Okay, she's got shadow that forms up from her eye socket and her eyebrows. Draw in the eyebrows the same way that the eyebrows grow. So like the hair goes out this way, hair goes out from the outside of the nose out. Okay, we're gonna have to shade this side too. You know, just think about like how your eyes are set in their sockets. You know, they're set in your skull. Okay, she's got some eyelashes here. We can add that. If I wanted to, I'll just add a little bit, a suggestion of a lower eyelid. Okay, and then there's that area where, you know, like the gooey things are in the corner of your eye. You could put those in too. Okay, she's starting to look like she has form. But next, we've got the lips. Okay, if you were to look at your own lips, or even if you were to look at Amy's from the photocopy, the upper lip usually looks slightly darker than the bottom lip. Sometimes this is the light because the lower lip slips down. Let's shade in that lip, and we're going to do this with parallel lines that indicate like how the skin of the lip is. And then we will do that on the lower lip. We're going to keep this a little bit lighter. Okay, on the photocopy, I see a faint shadow here with really light pressure on my pencil. I'm going to draw that in. And if the light is hitting her on this side, the photocopy it's shaded here on this side. And I'm going to just like do some parallel lines, and I'm going to smudge it with my finger, but if you have a stump, use a stump. And wherever else you see like where shadows should be. Okay, she's got her ear here, maybe chunk of hair here. Okay, I see this is rounded here. And my chin, I have too strong a line there. I think I'm going to round her nose up a little bit more. Maybe I'll add some shadow on this side. Okay, so hopefully her face is beginning to look like it has a sense of form, that it has a sense of three-dimensionality. And wherever you see like straight lines like here, like hard lines defining edges, it's going to look more 2D. So let us then, I'm going to shade in some of the hair. I'm not going to draw in every hair, but I'm going to draw hair the way I know hair grows. In the photocopy, it looks darker. Maybe that's a shadow, but okay. And she's got that sweeping hair that comes down here. Okay, and I will finish that up.